Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. I am recording again from the car. I've got a full day out in the fields. And by the fields, I mean in these real estate streets. I'm going hunting, scouting, scavenging, praying today. I am in shark mode today. And so while I am waiting for my partner, Natasha, to finish with a photographer in one of her listings, I thought I'll come do a reading because after work, I got some juju to do. And I actually am running off of 3 hours of sleep. So I'm tired. But I am pushing myself to get stuff done today. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. Actually, I was binge watching Insecure. I've never watched that show before in my life. But yes, and I actually don't watch TV often. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't have one in my bedroom. I really don't watch anything. I'll go on YouTube and find like trials, police interrogations. I find videos that I want to watch at will, like on YouTube. And then that's it. I usually have music playing while I work because I work a lot, you guys. It's almost like that's my hobby. So I want to prioritize my day because I got a lot going on today and a little bit of sleep. And after I finish all of my responsibilities, I'm going to sleep. So I'm going to do this reading. I'm going to do it on Charlemagne the God. I thought that was a really good request from one of my subscribers. They mentioned some interesting things that he may have done to get himself out of that rape case, allegedly. So we'll look into him. I want to shout you guys out. I don't know how the hell one of my subscribers said that I kind of went viral on Twitter because of my quick little celebrity charcuterie reading on Drake and Nicki Minaj. I don't even have a Twitter. Which one of you guys posted that over on Twitter? Which one of you guys are posting me on Twitter? And nothing wrong with it. I'm not upset or anything. I just thought that was really dope because I was like 20,000 views on Twitter. I ain't even got no damn Twitter. Who said that? Who did that? And I was thinking of all my readings to go viral for that one. It wasn't even a full reading. It wasn't even my best. It was like an afterthought. Nevertheless, thank you guys for supporting me, I guess, and for spreading my word. You know, you barbs are something else because I know it was one of you barbs. It's like if anybody in this world mentions Nicki Minaj's name on a public platform, the barbs will hear, they will know, they will sniff it out, and then they will come running and they will check you out to make sure you didn't speak on the wrong way. I remember my first reading on Nicki Minaj. It was the quickest amount of views that I've ever gotten on a video on my channel, and my subscribers grew exponentially. Out of 601 subscribers that I have this morning, at least 300 of them, I promise y'all, are barbs. So when somebody mentioned that I did over 20K views on a video that someone posted on Twitter where I read Nicki Minaj or Drake, I believe that shit because I have a lot of barbs on my page. You guys are heavy, and I think that's really dope to actually see, not just online, all the talk about barbs and their impact, but like in real life. I am a testament to the impact of the barbs, and I'm literally just like a nobody. I'm not a celebrity, I'm a nobody, but I know, I have seen from experience the power of the barbs. So anyways, I'm gonna do this reading on Charlemagne the God really quick while I'm sitting here and I have some time. I want to talk about his rape case with Jessica, what's her name, Reed? And I'm just going to ask specifically, did he do it? Or was he being wrongly accused and that's why nothing came of the situation? But a subscriber said that they heard that he went to an Obeah practitioner to get that case removed. And I know he's from South Carolina, so that does not sound far-fetched at all. That's what made me want to do this reading. So with that being said, Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up and speak to the spirit and soul of Charlemagne the God, the the radio personality, Charlemagne the God. I think he was a New York Times best-selling author as well. Maybe I'm adding an accolade to his name that doesn't belong there, but I know he wrote a book and I believe it did well. Charlemagne the God, come, come, come. Charlemagne the God. He smells like must. Not saying that he stank. There's like I don't know if he sweats. He has like a must to him, a masculine smell to him. I don't know why my nose has been super sensitive to these spirits lately, but it's like he doesn't smell like the other spirits of rich men that I call up that smell like some kind of cologne. He smells like must. He smells like a natural aroma, not a funk, a must, like a natural aroma of somebody that, I don't know, like doesn't wear cologne, but doesn't necessarily have BBO, but just a natural smell. That's what I get with Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne, did you rape Jessica Reed back in the day? And did you use any underhanded means to get out of legal obligations surrounding that case? Charlemagne, talk to me about your legal case with Jessica. Are you guilty of what you were accused of in that case? Are you guilty of raping, allegedly, Jessica? I believe her last name is Reed, but I could be wrong. But I do know her name is Jessica. This is a situation that Charlemagne did get out of. I would like to say present day energy. He got his lawyers on it. This is a situation that was handled by the lawyers. It was handled, and handled well by his legal team. They got him out of this. The magician, challenging. Since somebody mentioned that he went and got Obeah done, I would say that he did. I would like to say that that is the only way he could have gotten out of that legal situation is via a magician. Me also thinks that Charlemagne didn't just employ a magician to get him out of his legal situations. Me thinks Charlemagne employs a magician, a sorcerer, or a practitioner, a juju man or woman, for any reason, because that's his lifestyle. That is what he is used to. He is a Gullah Geechee boy. These are people who maintained the bulk of the essence of our African heritage and culture when we were brought over here to the slave ports. So that's what the Gullah Geechee community is. They are a very pure remnant, and they are holders here in the U.S. in the diaspora of true African traditions. They uphold them amongst the communities that we were originally brought here to. My paternal ancestors were also brought to South Carolina, Luray, South Carolina. So I'm familiar, but it's just as much his belief in his culture as it is someone who grew up in Africa. So it's not like a thing like it is here in the West. There's not a lot of stigma around it for him. He has a practitioner that he goes to help him throughout life. It's the same thing I do. People come to me to help them. You know, I have lifelong clients, people who, you know, pay me sometimes every month for something or every time something comes up, not just good or bad. That's absolutely what I see here he employed to help get him out of that legal situation. Allegedly, there may have been other allegations that might have came out against Charlamagne. And if this is not multiple allegations, like that Jessica person opening the floodgates for other people to also accuse Charlamagne, but her accusations have been consistent over a long period of time. It doesn't look like her story changed much. So the things that she was saying held a lot of weight because she's been saying the same thing for a long period of time. Near future, I would believe this is either Jessica or some other accuser that has been silenced. Now, I don't know if they will still come out and make little slick remarks because they are under an NDA, I believe, which is why their sword is in reverse. So we won't see this particular person being able to come for Charlamagne in a legal sense. And since I'm talking about Jessica, I would like to say that this situation with Jessica was handled by his legal team and by his spiritual team. For some reason, it doesn't seem like she's recanting. It just seems like it's been handled, so now she isn't talking. But she gives me bitter still. And it's probably because she didn't get the type of justice that she wanted. Crowning Charlamagne, this is Jessica in his crowning position, speaking about the things that did happen to her. I don't know if at some point they were in a relationship or dealing with each other romantically. Even back in the day when this situation happened, I see that he was sweet on her, possibly when this situation happened. And because he sees her as this Queen of Cups, he doesn't see her as the bad guy. Me thinks Charlamagne has compassion on this woman. He just doesn't want to go down for it. Didn't want to go down for it. And he's successfully out of this situation with Jessica. He's moved on and she's had to move on too. For whatever reason this is, whether it was a settlement or whether he was able to destroy her and her story in the courts. Currently, Charlamagne still employs Juju. For whatever reason he sees necessary, he gets Juju done. And this isn't like a taboo. I'm a Juju worker. I do Juju for every reason of my life. I do Juju at some point every day. Sometimes I have to schedule days off from doing spiritual work, just like I have to schedule days off from my real work. Methinks Charlamagne did have to settle with her. He had to pay to make this go away. He spent a lot of money to make this go away. Paying his Obeah practitioner, if Obeah is the system that he used, I'll say his spiritual practitioner because I can't confirm or not whether they're Obeah. But his spiritual practitioner, he had to pay them a good chunk of money to get him out of this. And methinks he had to pay that woman as well. Hopes and fears. This woman was telling the truth, allegedly. And that is why the sword of truth is in Charlamagne's hopes and fears. Hoping that the truth that came out, which is what he feared, can be put to bed. And it was. The devil is the outcome. Charlamagne, good luck. You'll be tied into something else. I don't know if this is the last that we've heard of this rape case, or if there's another situation coming your way, but the outcome is that you're still tied into some dirty dealings with dirty people. I'm going to start there. Charlamagne, there are things being said about you that the public hasn't even been made aware of. Methinks as a result of Jessica White, somebody else came out. And maybe we've never heard about that person. The devil in your outcome. 10 of Pentacles. This is a lot of money. 8 of Swords to keep you out of jail. King of Swords reverse. See, I don't know if you're going to end up back in this situation with Jessica or another situation. But Charlamagne, because I see that you were young when this happened, and you were saying it didn't go down that way. You both were young. Something like you feel like the only reason you got charged for rape was because of maybe the age differences. But Charlamagne, I don't know if there is a disgruntled lover of yours from the past. Not too far past, because this would have been during your Charlamagne the God days when you were known as Charlamagne the God. It looks like a woman here who you broke up with, never thought any more about once you let her go. But she's looking at you to see what she can get out of you if she speaks about your romantic dealings. You got something else coming up by a woman that you were dealing with while you were married to your wife. And I remember for a long time, nobody even knew you were married because you were out here just thugging with these women as if you weren't married. This is one of these women. Now, I'm not saying that she's lying, and I'm not saying that she's telling the complete truth. This looks to be a woman that has some truth to tell. Whether it's her truth or not, or whether it is embellishing a truth to make it more litigious. She's looking at you, DJ Charlamagne the God, because she'd like to see what it looked like if she exposed you and what she can get out of it like the others are doing. I don't know if she went to the authorities or start talking to a legal team about you to see if they would take her on as a client. This Devil card tells me, Charlamagne, that you are not out of the clear. You may have held off that Jessica Reed situation and got yourself out of that, but you got another one coming in the future. The Hierophant in reverse. Now here's your wife. I won't be surprised if your wife left you in order to avoid a shitstorm coming your way. Or I don't know if you are going to try to use your wife as an excuse of why you shouldn't be accused of something else. Or if you're going to try to use your wife as an alibi for something. Because see, there's a Tower moment here. Once you came up a celebrity and really got on, I think that she started finding out things about you that really, really, really upset her. Now, I don't know why there wasn't a divorce. But it looks like the lifestyle was incentive because she came out as the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Methinks that your wife stayed with you because of the lifestyle and the money. That's it. I don't know if that's going to last because of something you seem to be tied to. Let me look into this Magician challenging you. That was the only thing that you could do to get yourself out of your litigious situation. So you did go to a magician of some sort. Otherwise, you would have been unsuccessful in court. This magician did help you to not be held back from facing the justice that you really were supposed to face. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, you guys, I have to speed this up. And since I got what I needed out of this, let me look into the near future with this woman. Queen of Swords reverse. 9 of Pentacles. She won't speak because she's been paid well. I don't know if, and this is the Jessica woman, allegedly. She's been paid well. To no longer, I think, pursue. It's like she can't pursue anything else because she was settled with and paid off. But methinks that she know. See, I don't know if because she can't pursue him anymore and outright speak, she might try to drop little hints about the fact that he really did do it. Although Jessica Reed, I don't believe that she's gotten what she wanted. She was paid off very handsomely. And so the juju worked because Charlemagne could get out of this with just a settlement. However, Charlemagne, it looks like there's another woman. This looks like a woman who remained around with you as your mistress of some sort. And you're concerned about what she's going to say. I don't know if you guys broke up and she is disgruntled and is thinking about what she can say to get you caught up in some mess so that she can get a settlement too. But Charlemagne the God, allegedly, go stop by your Obeah or spiritual practitioner again, because you will need it for whatever is coming for you in the future. And to answer the question of whether that woman was telling the truth, allegedly, that accused Charlemagne the God of sexually abusing her back in the day, allegedly she was telling the truth. Allegedly. All right, you guys, love you, bye.